What if your every thought ripples through the fabric of the universe? Not merely metaphorically, but literally. What if your inner voice, the gentle whisper of intuition, was not just your subconscious, but your soul's connection to a vast quantum intelligence? As science begins to catch glimpses of truths mystics have long spoken of, we stand on the threshold of a new understanding, one that invites us to live more abundantly by awakening to our true role in the cosmos. Quantum consciousness is not just a buzzword from the fringes of physics or the metaphysical world. It represents a profound shift in how we understand reality, perception, and the nature of being. At its heart, it's about interconnectedness, the idea that consciousness is not localized in the brain, but is a fundamental feature of the universe itself. When you begin to see yourself not as a separate entity struggling to survive, but as a vital strand in a cosmic web of energy and intelligence, everything changes. This is where abundance begins, not as something to chase, but something to tune into. For centuries, spiritual traditions have taught that consciousness creates reality. From the ancient Vedic texts to modern mystical teachings, the message is consistent. You are a co-creator of the world you experience. In parallel, quantum physics has revealed that at the smallest scales of matter, particles exist in a state of probability until observed. It is the act of observation that collapses these probabilities into a single reality. This mysterious phenomena, known as the observer effect, hints at something extraordinary. Consciousness is not just a passive witness to reality. It is an active participant. Now imagine what that means for your life. If consciousness affects the unfolding of reality, and you are conscious, then your awareness, where you place it, how you focus it, and the energy behind it becomes a force of creation. This is not about wishful thinking or bypassing challenges. It is about recognizing that your attention, intention, and vibrational state are not just psychological states, they are energetic commands to the universe. Quantum consciousness invites you to become aware of the deeper layers of your mind, not just the thoughts you think, but the field of awareness from which those thoughts arise. It asks you to shift from identifying with the contents of your mind to the space of being that watches. This inner stillness, this open, receptive presence, is not empty. It is the gateway to creative power. Abundance, in this framework, is not something you manufacture. It is a natural state of flow when you are in alignment with the universal field. This field, which some call the quantum field, others the divine matrix, or the mind of God, is not something external. It is the deeper part of you. And when your thoughts, feelings, and actions harmonize with it, you begin to experience openings and opportunities that seem almost magical. But they are not magic. They are the reflection of coherent consciousness, of you living in truth with who you are and why you are here. So, what is your role in the universe? You are not here to simply survive, to repeat patterns, or to live out scripts handed to you by others. You are here to awaken, to remember, to create. Each person carries a unique frequency, a soul note in the symphony of existence. When you tune into your inner voice, that deep, intuitive knowing that feels like home, you activate your true frequency. And when that frequency is expressed in thought, speech, and action, it harmonizes with the field and attracts what resonates with it. This is not about being perfect or always thinking positive. It is about coherence. Coherence means your inner world is aligned. Your desires match your beliefs. Your actions match your intuition. Your energy matches your intentions. In a coherent state, your consciousness becomes a laser instead of a flickering candle, and that laser cuts through the noise of collective doubt and limitation to signal the quantum field, I am ready. But coherence cannot be forced. It is cultivated, And one of the greatest tools to cultivate coherence is presence. When you are fully here, awake in the now, you disengage from the loops of fear, judgment, and resistance that keep you out of alignment. The present moment is the access point to the quantum field, because it is the only place where creation actually happens. The past is memory. The future is possibility. But the now is power. In the now, you can feel your intuition clearly. You can receive guidance, not from the anxious voice of the mind, but from the calm wisdom of your soul. This inner voice often speaks in subtle impressions, in feelings, it does not shout, but it is always there. And when you listen, not only do you feel more peaceful, you become magnetic to abundance. Why? Because abundance is not a reward for hard work or worthiness. It is a frequency, a state of trust and receptivity. And your inner voice always leads you toward that frequency. Many people chase abundance as though it were a thing outside of them, a number in a bank account, a dream home, a successful career. But true abundance is the felt sense of enough. It is the realization that life is not happening to you, but through you, and that you have everything you need to respond, to create, to expand. The irony is, when you stop chasing and start aligning, the external manifestations often arrive more effortlessly than ever before. They are not bribes from the universe. They are reflections of your internal state. To unlock quantum consciousness, you must become a student of energy. Begin to notice how your thoughts feel. Not just what they say, but the energy they carry. A thought rooted in fear, scarcity, or self-doubt contracts your field. A thought rooted in love, curiosity, or trust expands it. Every emotion is a messenger. Instead of resisting it, ask what it's telling you about your alignment. Are you believing something untrue about yourself or the world? Are you ignoring your own needs or intuitive impulses? The universe does not punish or reward. It mirrors. When you shift your inner state, you shift what is mirrored back. This is the essence of quantum manifestation, not forcing reality to comply with your will, but becoming so aligned with your soul as truth that the outer world reshapes itself to reflect it. There will still be challenges, but when you live from this deeper awareness, challenges no longer mean you are off. They become part of your awakening, your refinement. Even what seems like delay or loss can be reinterpreted as recalibration, events that steer you more precisely toward your authentic path. In quantum consciousness, nothing is wasted. Every moment is feedback. Every experience is a portal to greater clarity and empowerment. As you explore this new way of being, begin to trust the mystery. Logic is a beautiful tool, but it cannot grasp the infinite. Sometimes, your inner voice will guide you to take steps that make no sense to your rational mind but feel undeniably right. That's the edge where quantum magic happens, where your soul and the universe conspire in ways you couldn't plan. It might be a sudden idea, a spontaneous encounter, a dream that lingers like a whisper. These are the breadcrumbs. Follow them. The more you trust, the more you receive. The more you align, the less you struggle. You are not meant to live by effort alone. You are meant to be guided. That guidance comes from within, from the inner voice Joy speaks of so often, the pure frequency of your soul that remembers your purpose. And when you listen, you don't just unlock abundance, you unlock life itself. Full spectrum life, life that feels like wonder, presence, and flow. In the end, quantum consciousness is not an abstract theory. It is a lived experience. It is a call to reclaim your power, your voice, your creative essence. It is the realization that you are not a drop in the ocean. You are the ocean. In a drop, every breath you take sends ripples through the cosmos. Every act of love, courage, or authenticity amplifies the field. You are not here by accident. You are here on purpose. Your frequency matters. Your alignment changes the world. The more you awaken to this truth, the more the universe rises to meet you, not as a judge, but as a dance partner. So pause, breathe, listen. Feel the hum of consciousness beneath your thoughts. Feel the vast intelligence that beats your heart and shapes the stars. You are a thread in the great tapestry of being, and abundance is your natural state. All you have to do is remember,